Hello guys, welcome back to another video. In today's video, I am going to tell you everything you need to know about bridging in Bedwars. So there are three main things I'm going to talk about in this video. The first one is general bridging tips. Second one will be best types of bridging techniques. And lastly, how to speed bridge and tips on helping you learn speed bridging. Tip number 1. Whenever you're bridging, always go up one block from time to time, unless you're going to your base. And this is so people can't just go to your base really easily, and they have to actually use blocks. But make sure you always have blocks with you so you don't get stuck trying to get to your own base. Tip number 2. Whenever someone is attacking your base from above, or you're attacking someone else, make sure to always make a staircase instead of just stacking up with blocks. This is so if you die, you already have a staircase for next time, unless they destroy it, of course. They're probably not going to destroy it. Tip number 3. After you finished your bridge, or even when you're halfway done bridging, make sure to check that someone else isn't attacking you from the other side. Because you don't want to be breaking someone's bed and then you just hear the bed break sound and then you look over. The other guy just bridged to you from the other side. Tip number 4. On most maps, you will only need 48 blocks to get to your neighbor base, which is only 12 iron, unless it's a really big map. And this is good to know because you will want to minimize time so you can rush to your neighbor base as quickly as possible before he gets to you. And if you get there fast enough, maybe he didn't even put the defense down, you can easily get the bed. I do know that on some maps you can get there with only 32 blocks, but that's risky because they might tower above you and then you wouldn't have any blocks to do anything. So I would recommend to go with 48 blocks. Tip number 5. Whenever you're bridging, make sure to always try to get the high ground. This is because if you can get the first hit, and it will obviously be a critical hit because you're jumping from above them, you can do a lot of damage before he even starts hitting you. But obviously don't jump from too high because you don't want to lose too much health. Okay, so there are three types of bridging techniques that I want to talk about. These are the noob bridge, breezy bridge, and lastly speed bridging / ninja bridging. The noob bridge. Obviously everyone starts off by bridging like this, so if you are bridging like this, I have one tip for you. And that is to, instead of just bridging backwards like this, turn your mouse 45 degrees to the right or left like this, and then use DNS or ANS depending on which side you are facing. It isn't that much faster, but it is definitely noticeable. Breezy bridging. I'm not going to make a whole tutorial on how to do it perfectly, but simply, it's when you hold S and go backwards and move side to side. There are two ways you can do this. The first way is by timing your clicks, and the second way is by spamming your clicks. I would not recommend using this bridging technique because it just takes so long to master it. But if you do want to use this, I would only recommend spamming your clicks if you can drag click. If you can't drag click like me, I find it easier to time my clicks. But it's still possible to spam it without drag clicking. Speed bridging. I'm going to talk about why it's a good bridging technique first, and then for the last part I'm going to show you how to do it and how to learn it. So this, I think, is the best bridging technique, just because it's so much faster to learn than breezy bridging and all the other techniques, and if it's done correctly it can even be faster than breezy bridging. But obviously you would have to practice even more for it to be faster than breezy bridging. It is also safer to learn than the other ones because you don't have to keep on standing for a full block. You can just stand for like a half a block or even a split second, and obviously as time goes on you can reduce your shifting time and increase your standing time. Okay, so the whole concept of speed bridging is to place a block on shift, go to the edge of the block, shift, and then place a block. On shift, go to the edge of the block, shift, place a block, on shift, go to the edge of the block, shift, place a block, and then repeat. But there are two ways. You can just hold it down. Oh, no. You can just hold it down, as you can see on the top right. I'm just holding right click down and I'm still doing it. Or you can time your clicks. Speed bridge click, 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 speed bridge click. Well, I can't do that one properly, but if you can learn the timing one and you can minimize your shifting time, it can be very fast, but you can't do that one while just holding it down. One tip I have for you if you are just starting to learn it is to you don't have to speed bridge on every block like this. You can just normal bridge and like once in every 3 block do a speed bridge, like place some blocks, speed bridge, place some blocks, speed bridge. Like, take a break in between your speed bridges. Also, when you're starting out, you don't have to, when you click a block, unshift and walk all the way, you don't have to unshift for that long if you're starting out. Like, you could unshift like right here and then shift back right here. This is a really small amount of unshifting time, and obviously over time you can extend the unshifting time, like from here to here, and then unshift here, shift here, unshift here, shift here, and then obviously at the end you're just gonna unshift here and then shift back here. And yes guys, that is it for this video, but make sure to watch my Bedwars defenses video because that was similar to this one and it was really good too. And normally I do Bedwars videos, so if you want to watch that, might as well subscribe, you know what I mean. But that is it for this video. I'll see you in the next one. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.